Hello kids, I'm Priyanka and I'm back again. Money chapter The World as I See It. Take the correct alternatives. Einstein class distinction is in the essay The Civilization of Today. Approves, denounces, both approve and disapprove, appreciate. Option number B. D announces. The direction of one's life, according to Einstein, is determined by one principle, one vision, one deed, one profession. Option number A, one principle. The civilization of today, Einstein advocates democracy, war and militarism, dictatorship, monarchy. Option number A, democracy. Match the following with its synonyms. आपको synonyms से add करना है. Freedom, independence, hardship, difficulties, abhor, hate, cradle, origin, marvel, wonder, abolish, eliminated, pageant, show. Write this antonyms. आपको antonyms लिखना है. Justify का antonyms क्या होगा? Unjustifies. Human, inhuman, experience, inexperience, expert, inexpert, illiterate, illiterate. Okay. Next is answer in 30 words. According to Einstein, why do we people exist? According to Einstein, we exist for others first of all, for those upon whose smiles and well-being our own happiness is wholly dependent, and then for many unknown to us, to whose destinies we are bound by the ties of sympathy. What is the writer's opinion about class distinction? The writer regards class distinction as unjustified. It is based on force, and he believes that a simple and unamusing life is good for everybody physically and mentally. What are the ideas which have lighted Einstein's way? The ideas which have lighted his ways are kindness, beauty, and truth. He feels that these ideals have lighted his ways, have given him new courage to face life cheerfully. According to the writer, what are the things that make one life meaningful? According to the writer, the sense of kinship with men of like mind, man occupation with the objective world, and contribution in the field of art and scientific endeavor make one life meaningful. Why does the writer appreciate German political system? The writer appreciates German political system so for its more extensive provision. It makes extensive provision for its individual in case of illness or need. It has concern for its people. What is the writer's opinion about war? The writer about war or military system, he calls it a plagueous spot of cultivation, civilization, and say that it is ought to be abolished with all possible speed. War means totally wild and dissipable to him. What is abuse to the writer? To struggle hard to understand the essential meaning or object of one's own life or that of all creature always seemed to the writer absurd or from the objective point of view. Write the answer in 60 words. The right Why does the writer say how strange is the lot of us mortals? The writer says that the lot of us mortal is very strange because his opinion is that each of us here for a short stay. For what purpose we don't know. One inner and outer life is based on hard work of other individual. One exists for other people, first of all, those upon whose smiles our well being, our own happiness is wholly dependent, and then from for the many unknown to us, to whose destinies we are bound sympathetically. How was Schopenhauer saying a source of inspiration for Einstein? The German philosopher Schopenhauer saying man can do what he wants but not what he wants was a source of inspiration for Einstein all his life. He found that these words are a great source of consolation during complication of life. He felt that such a belief can eventually enable one to face life hardship and maintain a level of tolerance. What does the writer mean by empty life? Explain. The writer believes the direction of one's life is determined by one principle. Kindness, beauty, and truth have the power to light up one's life. Life means active life, not just being physically alive, without kinship with like-minded people, without being a part of objective world, without being able to achieve in the field of art and science, life is meaningless. The writer called this meaningless life an empty life. Read the passage and answer. Passage 1. To inquire after the meaning or objective of one's own existence or that of all creatures always seemed to be absurd from an objective point of view, and yet everybody has certain ideals which determine the direction of his endeavor and his judgment. What seems absurd to the writer, क्या लगता है absurd writer को? To try to know the meaning and the object of one's own existence or that of other creatures seem absurd to the writer. According to the writer, what determines the direction of one's life? According to the writer, certain ideals that everybody has determine the direction of one's life. What are the ideals that have lighted the writer's way? Kindness, beauty, and truth are the ideals that have lighted the writer's way. What, according to the writer, is the common object of human life? Okay. Kind, by empty life, the writer means the life without kinship, with minded men, without an object of life and no achievement in the field of art and science. Number 5. What, according to the writer, is a common objective of human life? According to the writer, common object of human life is possession, outward success, and luxury. Number 6. What is contemptible to the writer? The writer political ideas. The common object of human life, possession, outward success, and luxury are contemptible to the writer. What is the writer political ideal? The writer political ideal is democracy. Pick out the word from the passage which is an opposite of economy. Economic opposite क्या है? Luxury. Number 10. Select from the passage the word which means ability to make sound decision. It means judgment. Passage 2. An autocratic system of Curian is my opinion soon degrades. So ये इस प्यारा का क्वेश्चन है. What does the writer say about the terrors of genius? The writer says terrors of genius are succeeded by scoundrels. What has brought discredit upon the democracy? Instability of government and impersonal character of the electoral system has brought discredit upon the democracy. According to the writer, who has found the right way? According to the writer, the United States of America has found the right way. Why does the writer appreciate the political system in the United States of America? The writer appreciates it because they have a president who is elected for the sufficient long period and has enough power. Number 5. Why does the writer appreciate the political system in Germany? The writer appreciated because they have a president who is elected for a sufficient long period and have enough power. According to the writer, what is the really valuable thing in the beginning of human life? According to the writer, it is creative sentiments, individual personality. This is really valuable for a beginning of human life. Number 7. What is the writer view about the herd? The writer view is that herd remains dull in thought and dull in feelings. Question number 8. What creates a noble sublime? The creative sentiment, individual, the personality creates the noble and sublime. Number 9. Pick out the word from the passage which is opposite to not enough. Not enough का opposite क्या है? Sufficient. Number 10. The plural form of character and personality. Character का plural है characters. आप last में s लगाओगे. और personality का personalities. Passage 3. The topic brings me to the worst outcrop of herd life, this military system. What does the writer hate? The writer hate war or military system. What is enough to make the writer hate a person? The man marching to the strain of a band is enough to make the writer hate him. According to the writer, what had happened due to mistake? According to the writer, man has only been given his big brain by mistake. What was needed by such a man? Such a man needed just an unprotected spinal marrow. According to the writer, what should be abolished at the earliest? According to the writer, curse of war should be abolished at the earliest. What does the writer say about war? The writer says that war seems to him very vile and despicable. What does the writer mean by abdominal business? Number 7. By abdominal business, the writer means war which he hates very much. What has corrupted man's mind? By commercial and political interest has corrupted man's mind. Number 9. Pick out from the passage the word which is opposite to best. Best का opposite क्या है? Worst. Number 10. Select from the passage the word which means feeling of satisfaction and enjoyment. Means pleasure. Thank you.